Okay, so we are live on both YouTube and Twitch. Let me just test just testing the chat here now, and yeah, Twitch and YouTube both are enabled. Great. So I'll just great. Let's just check if all these commands are working fine or not. And yes, it's working fine. Yeah, I think I'll share the screen, otherwise it's pretty impossible to know what I'm talking about, right? But let me connect to my server first, and we are live. Let me just transition the scene. Okay, so now I hope everything is visible as we want it to be, and yeah, so let's go to workspace, go to Codecrafter, Redis, Rust. Let's start the next shell. And let's start the session. I hope the font size is good enough. Okay. Yeah, we were trying to refactor our code last time, and we'll continue with that. And yeah, there are some errors that we can look into. For example, all of the errors are related to in this block 112 to 117, and that's also in main.rs. So basically it doesn't know what is master and those kind of things, so we can just move them to inside. Let's see if this is being used anywhere or not. That's not being used anywhere, so we'll put it on the top. Okay, now there is this thing available, and the other thing is request and streams. It requires stream to be able to push them. And here they are not using any such thing. What about handle signals? It's here. So we can just pass streams here. Handle signal will take a stream now in the end. And how would that stream look like? Well, we can just copy it from here. Okay, so now we should have stream here and request here. What is request? Request is something that will be sent into the receiver. So there should be something called as request in here. Okay. is that request. So we created a request clone, but where are we using this? We are using it in here. We are sending it in the data at line number 149. So we should be getting this data inside the handle signal. So we can just wait for it and it should work. And basically this handle signal will only work once we have received a particular command. And is this data the output or the input? So ideally we should be getting the response and request both, right? Which is weird, since what will I do if I have just request? I also need response. So let's also do it for the response then, right? And what will be the response? It will always be some bytes. And where is this being used? Currently it's being used here, but if I had access to a response, what will I use it for? Maybe I should spawn the handle signal after the response have been generated. Once we have this, since in here I don't really care about the response, but ideally I think I should. But for now, just to pass it, we can just listen for the request. So if rx dot data receiver dot receive this will also be like try receive, right? Because so it should be like we should only do it once, and once we have it, we are good to go. So this is count of acknowledgement receiver. So this will count the receivers, this thing, and this should start only if there is some value inside this thing. So let's see, let's do this here, but we cannot wait for the handle input to come back to us, because this will give us just wrong result always. So basically the spawning should happen here, and this request sending should also happen before handle input. So basically these three lines should be just before we got the response. So now we send the request, and then there is this thing waiting for the response. And sometime there won't be any response because it's waiting on this particular handler. For example, in the wait command, this will be waiting for getting the numbers from here, and that's why we'll never reach here. So we have to do this before. So this handle spawn started, and then we'll wait for the request, but we cannot just go ahead and send this thing. We only have to send it after the response have been sent, I think, but for now we'll just send it anyway. Okay, so let's call it signal. Okay, we already have signal here. And what will this try receive do for the count tag? Okay, so if this is true, and I cannot just receive it now, I need to receive it as soon as I get a request. But this will only be executed when we have the request. So yeah, this is very risky. So if we have count tag receiver, we'll do this. Otherwise we'll do this. And what is request? A request is basically just the data point. It is just data. Yeah, so this should be signals dot data. This will be just stream. What is a stream now? So this we also need to pass stream inside here. And this is a stream that needs to be sent once it's decided that okay, it's a replica. So every time we let the stream go inside here, we need to return so who is handling the stream handling, like stream pushing? I think it was supposed to be done here somewhere, right? So this guy will push the values to the replicas. If I handle this thing, why do I need to handle this thing? So that we have signals here that it's a new node. So if I take this responsibility, I need to take ownership of stream every time. And if I pass stream in here, then I won't be able to use stream anywhere else. This is a big problem, but let's try to see what is the error that we will receive. It's a TCP stream, and the value partially moved because of this thing. So if we don't have this, then we have to do rx dot right. So we need to understand why is rx dot send to replica. This is like causing issues. So if we go to try receive and we check for send to replica value, it will be this thing. So if I just copy this and paste it here, then things should work. And this should work now. And now we need the request here. And how will we get the request? We'll get the request just like we received here. We'll go to rx.try receive value. And what is the try receive value? Try receive value is cannot find signal. Where is this? Yeah, rx is a signal receiver, and then there should be a function called try receive, and there is a function for data. So let's get to here, and we'll need to make request. Now we have request here. And same thing for new node, we can just have rx here. The new node will be will look like this thing. Why am I not able to copy? Why is this happening? Okay, it's working, but not the way I expected it to work. And this will be, instead of send to replica, this will be new node. And repl.conf value moved here. So what is this sending thing that we are doing here? I don't even remember. Oh, okay, we are sending some data, but where am I using this here? In the previous iteration of the loop. Okay, this can be immutable data. And I think this is clonable pretty much. What is this? This is should be vector or something, right? I can just create it every time I inside the loop, not a big issue. Now what? Let's see what other errors do we have. And now the awaited issue, that is the stream. Since I have moved the stream, I cannot really work here on this thing. Basically the issue is that if the replica thing have started, I need to return it early. And how can we do that? Right, so how can this be done? This can be done by okay, how will this be done? We have stream. Basically there's a chance that I will not let go of stream anytime soon. or I can create a RC count of it and then use this. Yeah, that seems like a one way to go about it, right? As soon as the counter goes 0, we should be good to go. And it should be an atomic reference counter like us. So because we also want to send it to other thread. That's what we are doing in Tokyo spawn. So it will be behind some mutex and we'll be using that. Okay, I guess this is perfectly well and it should work. So who is creating the stream? Stream is being created by handle stream. Or maybe I should just yeah, we need a clone of stream here. But at a time we'll only have one stream, and basically whatever stream we have we can just create a. So this is where I will need the stream again and again to read about it. So let's do something here. Let stream equals to arc new. That should be called as a stream. So stream. And now I can just do stream.clone here. And this can be arc of stream. Not a big thing. And now cannot borrow it because it should be mutable. And this should be taking ownership of that stream. So once it have taken ownership of stream, cannot do anything here. But if I remove ownership, I do stream dot into now what? This still needs to be mutable. This is only when in the case when we have to do okay. How about we have mutable this thing? So does it also needs to be behind a mutex? The stream is going to be shared behind a mutex then. So instead of arc new, if I have mutex new of stream, then what will look like? It will look like very bad way of doing things, but for now I'll just use it. I'll import it. I hope mutex is send. Should be send. That's the whole purpose of mutex. Okay, we need sender and receiver. We need streams.clone and whatnot. Just a second. lot better. Great. Okay, where were we? We were looking at debugging. Sorry, I got a phone call, so I was busy there. And now stream.clone I cannot do, but I can just pass the stream, right? And this should work. And now I just need to change the arguments here and make it mutex. But how would this work? Because currently I'm holding the mutex here, and so the mutex session needs to be as small as possible. And let's call this my stream. So this will be my stream dot read. Sorry, stream dot lock dot unwrap, and this my stream will be our this thing. That's it. Okay, so we'll do my stream dot read, and now we'll be using this here, and now we'll be again creating a my stream to write and flush things. Because these critical sections needs to be as small as possible. And this will be stream.lock, and this should be my stream.write all, and this should be my stream.flush. This is great. Now other thing is okay, this will be mutable and cannot move out of stream. Weird errors, not weird errors, but useful errors. But why is it being so painful to work with? There should be arc of mutex then. Okay, this is really annoying me now. Okay, let's see what is the issue now. Okay, streams.push is the issue. And this should be so this should be now what is this type of stream is arc of mutex, and let's create streams to be an arc of mutex as well. And now there is a typo in here. This will also be arc of mutex. There are too many mutexes, too many arcs. This is going to be very confusing. And who's calling this function? It's been called by here. And this requires streams, and that needs to be also, where is the streams? Yeah, this needs to be arc of mutex. Great. Now here we need to create my stream. Stream dot lock dot wrap, and this will become my stream. And this should be mutable. And now it's saying it cannot be pushed because of something weird. Okay, something is not sent. I think mutex is not sent. Yeah, mutex guard is not sent. So it should be Tokyo mutex, not the mutex. Let's import one from Tokyo. And this whole should be await. And what is the other thing? This should also be await. Okay, this also needs to be await. And does this solve all of our issues? Most probably no, but let's run this again. And yeah, it's building at least, but I somehow don't believe that it will work. Let's just try to spawn the Redis server and see how it goes. It's very rare that program works in the first go. I really need to install a flake.mx. It's just so becoming very tedious to work with it. And I'm waiting to get a connection. So something happened here which is now going with an infinite stream here. Yeah, this will become very difficult to debug later. Okay, something weird is happening. Yeah, something very weird is happening. And what is that weird thing? Not sure. So after returning the response, it just gets stuck. It just gets stuck here. I guess it's not sending the command back to the master. So where are we writing the response now? Most probably it's waiting here for lock to be acquired, and this will fail because we acquired the lock here but never released the lock in this case. But I guess this should happen at other point. So let's call it data point. So in this thing we are reading the request buffer, and yeah, okay, let's do this. Let result equals to, and this will be equals to this. Since the critical section became very big, now it can drop the my stream, right? I hope it's not being used anywhere else. Yeah, not being used. Okay, let's run this again. Okay, we got the response, but still waiting for lock to be received. And yeah, maybe I should just add a timeout because I really don't know where it's getting stuck at. Okay, so this is the lock, this is the response, which can be the result of usage of some error. And what is being printed in the end? In the end, res is being printed, so we got the response, but we just never sent that response, which might happen here. So the stream lock is still being held at some point, so it might be here, like it's trying to get the lock, but somebody else have the lock, and who is that person? Let's see, where are we sending the stream in the end? We are sending it to this particular spawn function. Where is that? Yeah, there is this handle signal function which have the stream, and where is it taking the lock on? It's locking the stream. Where is the stream being used? Okay, it's sending the stream to some other place, and most probably it's somewhere here. Here. So as soon as there is something in here, it will try to lock it. And then it will be blocked here forever. Do I need to do this? Like, sure, I need to send commands to the replica. But where am I doing it? Sending something to replica, and this is the all the replicas. But if we ever reach here, then it will be stuck at this point, right? And there's no replica being connected, so where is this being held? So this is the lock. Where is response being used? Here, there it is. This is the where I'm locking this. Okay, this is a sync function, and what is a stream.lock? So I can just select over some timeout, right? Let's do tokayo, comma select. What are we selecting on? We are selecting on what does this require? This requires two expressions. So either it can time out or what? Let's search the documentation for this. Tokyo select with await with timeout. Await with timeout. So there is a one-shot channel that we can use in the Tokyo. This seems really useful. Okay, this is okay. I was looking at select command. Select to. So how does this work? Need some examples, and here it is. Do stuff async. Println do stuff async completed first. More async work completed first, and whatever value returns, then that's great. So we have some value. We'll unwrap it and return it. What is the syntax like? Oh, there it is. So if A is none, then we do this thing. Okay. We are to macro. Let's see, do we have any other method available in here? Stream.lock lock owned try lock locking lock locking lock. What the hell is this? Blocking lock. Okay. Okay, so I think I know what is this. This is blocking lock, and I need to use that as only. So where I'm using my stream, I can just do blocking lock dot Wait. So it will block until it returns a lock for the stream. And it should be same here. Let's see how does it run. And it failed. Awesome. At least it failed. Cannot block the current thread from within a runtime. This happens because a function attempted to block the current thread while the thread is being used to drive a synchronous task. Okay. Sure. So cannot use blocking lock here. We have to use dot lock and should be dot try lock. This is a try log which will return mutex card or try log error. Dot or unwrap or so ideally this should fail now. Let's see. Okay, it failed. We knew it will fail, but where it failed most probably because of unblocking. Value is try lock error. So somebody is holding the lock, but does it say where is it being, the lock is being held? Okay, let's look at the try lock error result. Try lock error. This is Tokyo. So let's search for try lock. And this returns a try lock error. And if you look at try lock error, it says does it have anything useful in here? But doesn't tell us where it is being held. But I might know that, right? Like I know where is the stream being used and I need to just, okay, maybe I can just drop the lock manually. That seems like the best thing to do, right? So I can just do drop my stream. Awesome. Well, it solved the issue. Oh, so manually dropping worked. Set hello value. Okay, exit. Now other thing I need to try, or maybe I can just try with whatever we have there. Get add -p. This is really a bad code. I think I have coded myself into a wall. I should have refactored this when I had the chance, but now I don't even feel like refactoring it. Okay, made async signal handlers push. And let's run it on Codecrafter. I just want all the exercises to be completed without any issue. Right. So I guess stage 4 is not working. And if we look at the stage 4, it's most probably responding to ping, is it? Okay, this is stage 4 responding to ping, and it's not working because of some weird, not weird error, but some error. Why did it fail? There's ping. Oh, if there are multiple clients, then it will fail, is it? Let's see. How would it look like? Codecrafter redis rust, and then there is redis cli ping. I need to start next shell and do redis cli ping 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 ping. So there would be multiple people who will be doing this. So what if I do redis cli ping? Pong ping, and if I have one more redis cli somewhere, and this should be next hyphen shell. So if there is if it is being held by one of these people, I cannot have new streams, is it? That seems very weird. So this thing will keep working, and most probably it won't get the lock. So if there are multiple clients trying to connect parallelly, it will fail. Okay, let's try to fix it first. So it's most probably failing because of handled connection, where we have my stream which is locking that stream, and somewhere there's this handled connection is being used here, and it will accept it. And why am I waiting for this, like, really? So if I don't wait for this and I run it again, hello ping, and if I do redis client here again and I do ping ping ping, awesome. So this is working now. I think we have solved one issues now. Solving allow parallel with clients, get push. Let's see how it goes. and disaster strikes again. Now this is replication 11 program. Let's look at the program definition. Replication and 11th program should be single replica propagation. Great. So I guess we know why is this happening. We need to make sure that the critical section is as small as possible. How can we ensure that? Well, that should be easy to ensure. We'll go to the wherever that my stream is being used. Yeah. So whatever result is, let's just use that result equals to result, and let's drop it here. And now we'll be using the result at whatever places we need. Now the critical section is small, and I'm manually dropping it because I guess by default it blocks when it gets to the end of the program, but I guess in asynchronous code it might be difficult. So let's make critical most probably this event won't work, but I'm just trying. And as I expected, this is not working. So client received OK and set commands to master successfully. And replica expected set to be propagated, but it never received it, I think. So I guess we can just try it here. It's not a issue. Let's spawn the Redis server, and here let's spawn Redis server with port with replica of what was the default port name? What is this called? Start start.sh. This will be called as some port and some replica of. Okay, and this will be port called as 1234. Great. And let's connect to Redis client and set hello value. Set hello value. Okay, let's exit it and let's do Redis client dot set get. What was that command? 1234, I guess, and get hello. Man, it doesn't exist because nobody sent the value to that particular guy. So let me stop this thing. Great. So there is a removing replica from master because of broken pipe. So it waited for that result. So it did write all, but it didn't return. Okay, so it's trying to take the lock, but somebody else have the lock. So who have this lock at that moment? There's only one more place where we are having this lock, and that is here. So initially we have a lock at this place where we drop the my stream, and we have the lock here, but here we haven't dropped it yet. So let's drop it here. Okay, dropping lock early. Okay, so this have slowed down the program by a lot performance wise, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, replica connected, and then there is normal redis CLI called set hello value. So it did return res of okay, and let's do redis CLI hyphen p of 1234, and let's do get of hello, and let's exit. So this replica never received any command at later point of time. So replica is still not receiving the command. Oh, it sent it at later point of time. Okay, something good. Let's see. I have a replica host here, and I have a redis CLI here. I do set, not set. I do redis CLI and do set hello. Set hello value. Great. I'll exit from here. And I'll do redis CLI again. I'll do set value of hello. I'll exit from here, and then I'll do redis CLI hyphen p of 1234. I'll do set get of hello, and I'll do get of value. Nothing here, but if I press Ctrl C here, nothing happens. If I press Ctrl C here, okay, let's do the other way around. Let's start the server again, start the replica again. Let me exit this, let me connect, let me write hello value, let me exit, let me go here, let me exit this, and let me exit this. Okay, so we got this message when we exited from the client here. Yeah, I think I understand what is happening. Set hello all. and that's when it sent, when the connection thing broke. Okay, I think I know what's happening. Basically, after this thing is done, and in this case, if we ever find out that it's what it's a master thing, then we need to get out of here. We never want to use the stream for reading again, ever. So how will we ever know that this is a so this thing called as is master, this thing, as soon as we know that okay, this is a master, we need to exit out of that loop. We need to break out of that loop. We need to start a new stream connection and let the stream be only owned by this particular guy. So there can ever be only one handle signal, handle signal, and that should run asynchronous mode, like it should run before the master thing, and it should be asynchronous, otherwise we'll never return. Okay, I guess this is about time where we need to draw some diagrams. Just a second. I think it will take longer. I think I'll go for a lunch break and then we'll continue again. So stopping the stream, and yeah, let's connect later.